Okay, what we're going to look at now are the topic sentences and paragraphs that we talked about in class the other day, and look at some of the sample topic sentences that you wrote in class. So if we look, for example, let's look at our paragraph. We want to find the main idea in the paragraph and use that main idea and the topic together in order to write a good topic sentence. So if we look at our paragraph, let's read it now. The glasses on the table were smeared with grease, and there was an egg stain on my plate. When I visited the toilets, I found them to be filthy. In addition to this, when I left the restaurant, I saw a rat outside the kitchen. Well, obviously, all of this relates to a rather unpleasant experience at a restaurant, and it is a complaint. But we need some kind of topic sentence that's going to take in the idea of the unpleasant visit to the restaurant, and of course the fact that the main problem seems to be with the hygiene in the restaurant. So let's look at the first example. From the moment we sat down at our table, everything went wrong. Well, if we look at the word everything here, and we think about that, well, everything could be, well, the food, the service, where here, if we look, we see our main problem is things just weren't very clean. So I would say that this is a topic sentence that's a little bit too general. Let's look at the next one. And the first version was we had a terrible experience last night at your restaurant. And this is a very similar kind of sentence to the first one. And then after reading the paragraph, the word hygiene was added. We had a terrible hygiene experience last night at your restaurant. While it encompasses the idea, it's not really good English. We don't really talk about hygiene experiences. Let's look at the next one. I visited your restaurant last week and wasn't satisfied with the level of hygiene. Well, I guess here we also do have the idea of hygiene. It shows when the event took place and the lack of satisfaction. So of the three, I would probably say that this one is the best of the three. Now let's think about how we could write one together that takes into all of these ideas. So if we take the first part of I visited your restaurant last week, I visited, your restaurant last week. And here I want to get in the idea of the complaint and was disappointed with the level of hygiene. So if we look here, wasn't satisfied, was disappointed, we have a slightly different idea here. In other words, my expectations were different. Okay, well, let's move on and look at the next one. This paragraph comes from an annual business report, and we can see, let's take a look at again and see if we can get what the main idea of the paragraph is about, and from there build our topic sentence. As you can see, figure 2, page 23, shows the dramatic fall in production since the beginning of the year. Things began to improve, but in July there was a serious fire in our factory, accounting for the sharp fall in production over the summer. In addition, the rail strike in India in October near our distribution center caused delays in the delivery of goods. Despite these setbacks, we're optimistic regarding the coming year. So if we look here, after the global economic disaster, a series of problems started to appear. Well, suddenly we have an idea here, global economic disaster, which doesn't seem to appear anywhere in the paragraph. It may have appeared earlier in the text, but we don't know that. A series of problems started to appear. Well, they didn't appear. We've got a problem here with the language, with the word appear. They happened. Let's look at the next one. The bad situation of the company was caused by unexpected reasons. Well, yes, they were unexpected. The situation was bad, but again, bad situation is a very, very general word or expression, and I think we need something that's a little bit more business-like. Perhaps we could say the economic state or the financial state of the company. The factory's production slowed down this year because of a chain of bad luck events. Okay, here we have a good beginning. The factory's production slowed down this year, and here they want to give a reason. A chain of bad luck events. Yes, they're bad luck, and we certainly don't want bad luck anywhere, but I'm not sure my stockholders would really accept that as an explanation. Maybe we need a better expression than bad luck. And finally, I would like to summarize the main reasons for the fall in production last year. And again, what do we have here? It's too narrow because it's only talking about the fall in production, where we also had a problem of distribution. So if we want to go back and say, how can we go and get all of these different ideas? So if we take this as a beginning and say, I'd like to summarize the main reasons for what's our problem, is probably a loss or a reduction in sales, or perhaps a reduction in profits, and then we want to give our reason. Okay, so what reason could we say? Of perhaps some unexpected events or two main events. The fire were due to two main events, the fire and the strike in India. So when we write our topic sentence, we want to make sure that we've got a little bit of a summary and a reason that encompasses or includes the main ideas of the paragraph. Okay, you did some good work, and we'll talk about this more in the lesson on Tuesday. Bye.